Classic AC is back, they say. Back to its roots, they say. It's a stab in the right direction, they say. Well, I say, meh, whatever. Even when this thing was just announced, people were riding this so hard as the return to form. Like, everything's gonna be okay now. Odyssey and Origins and those other ones, it didn't even happen, all right? So don't even think about it anymore, because we're back. We're safe again. And Ubisoft even comes out with this trailer that's literally just like a one-for-one remake of the Assassin's Creed 2 trailer. Remember that? See, look, you remember that. When the franchise was hot and spicy and we were all ready to eat it up. But I think a few of us here are really thinking...
You sure about that? You sure about that?
But no, it's not back. I know we all wanted Ubisoft to come back like Baba Yaga and slam pencils into our eye holes, but it's just not the case. And that's coming from someone who has been playing these games for a very long time. I kind of skipped the last couple, but the OG Assassin's Creed, I'm talking 1, I'm talking 2, I'm talking 2.1, I'm talking 2.3, aka Assassin's Creed Revelations, aka the best trailer in the history of video game trailers that ever was. I'll probably put it in this video somehow. I don't even know yet. I still think one of the best video game moments I've had in my entire life is that scene where Ezio's talking to Minerva, and it's this like godlike figure, and he's like, what is it going on? And I don't know why he sounds like Borat. I'm just gonna play the clip real quick.
No matter. You may not comprehend us, but you will comprehend our warning. You must.
None of what you are saying makes sense.
Our words are not meant for you.
What are you talking about? There's no one else here.
Yeah, so sorry, spoilers for a game that's almost 15 years old, but that moment was insane. Like, you realize that the god is able to see through the animus and talk directly to Desmond, which is who you're playing in the present day, reliving the memories of the ancestors. I don't need to explain it. It was crazy. It was fourth wall breaking. It was insane. I was like just completely blown away by that. And ever since then, I just have a ton of love for the series, and all I want is for it to go back to what it was. And maybe that's just the old fuddy-duddy in me who I can't accept change. I can't take these new Valhallas and their different combats and all their RPGs elements. But that's just me, all right? And apparently it's a lot of other people too, because a lot of people were very excited for this to go back to how it was. And to see those old elements, the stealth-focused gameplay and the parkour and everything like that. So I think for a lot of people, this is going to be a bummer. Yeah, you know, I think if your expectations are Assassin's Creed Unity, Black Flag, or 2 or 3, like, it's not quite there. It's stepping in the right direction, but it's not everything it should be. Oh, but Foxpop, you're just a grumpy old turd, and you just don't like things. You didn't like Starfield, so you're dumb. Me. No, I mean, I wanted to like this. This isn't just a thing where I'm gonna make a channel out of shitting on things that everybody else likes. I really wanted to like this, but I just couldn't. You know, the combat is not for me. It's still got the hangover of having the last games come from an RPG. It has that kind of unresponsive feel to it instead of the old combat where it was like that Batman Arkham combat where you hit and they react, hit, react. Instead you're just like hitting, and every 3 hits they kind of like stagger. That, I don't know, it's just a little bit too Souls-like, too witchery for me to get the hang of. I mean, it's not even an issue of getting the hang of it, I just don't enjoy it.
When I find you, you will bleed.
Oh, damn. Got over that quick. And you know, the parkour, it feels like it's just using the same engine as the last couple games and then putting parkour stuff to do in it. So it's not quite a built from the ground up engine made to do parkour in, and it's definitely not the engine they used in, you know, Unity, which is the one people praise for having the best. So it's a little, I don't know, just using a different coat of paint on the same turd that you've been flaunting for the last couple of years. And it's fine. There are moments when it's smooth, but often you start running and trying to do something cool, and you can see 6 steps ahead and thinking, oh, this is going to be sick, and then you just kind of stop. You know, the speed slows down. You think you can go do like a running assassination on someone and then just keep moving, and instead, like, they always just stop you right in your tracks, and it's just kind of bleh.
Better leave before they notice.
Yeah, this guy's a real pro.
You truly are the master thief of Anvar.
Not that the bar is set super high anyways, but the story here is just whatever, you know. You got your piece of Eden, you got your snarky little main character boy, and in this case, you're a little Prince of Thieves type guy trying to make your way off the streets and earn your way into this Order of Hidden Ones, aka the Assassins, which is spearheaded by this lady Roshan, who sounds a lot like Salma Hayek if she smoked like 10 packs of cigarettes a day.
There you are. Are you ready? Put yesterday out of your mind. It has no bearing on today.
But it's kind of nice for some reason. Like, I enjoy listening to it, even though it sounds like, you know, having gravel shoved into my ear holes. But it's great. The acting is great, but it's the animation that just seems a little off, and I don't know if maybe I'm just becoming an animation snob, you know, coming off of like Starfield and then seeing how great the Mortal Kombat facial animation stuff is. But I don't know. It's just kind of subpar in this. And look, a lot of this stuff, and I've seen this brought up before, and I don't know how much truth there is to this, but it feels like Ubisoft did not put their full faith in this. This feels like maybe a side project to kind of appease the fans that won't shut up about wanting a stealth-based Assassin's Creed game again. You know, and so they give it to Ubisoft Bordeaux, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, and say, hey, you know, whatever, just charge $50 for it and make it a 10-hour game, like whatever, like we don't really care what happens to it. Like you can kind of feel the lack of a budget and focus in this, especially when you go to the main like PlayStation Store page and it's not even there. I had to like search for this. I knew it came out that day, and I had to search for it to get it. It wasn't right in front of me like every other brand new release was. So there's a lack of faith that's gone into this, and I think it shows. And I hope personally that there's enough people that buy this game and that it shows them that people do want this kind of game, and they can put more into it and make a better version of this. But who knows? I don't know. And maybe that's tinfoil hat of me to assume that they attempted to fail at this, because why would they do that? I don't know. Maybe just to piss me off. So even though Ubisoft has landed themselves with the dreaded box bop flop, they stand at a crossroads, staring back at the ghost of what the franchise used to be and forward into what they could make it. It's up to them whether or not to let this news tighten around this beloved classic style of gameplay and continue with their little weird Witcher clones, or